abundance community coin, a cryptocurrency company that is present in Liberia, and I am the master of ceremony of the day program. I'm the other to back myself. Today I have with me my youth ambassador, Daniel Safa. I have our national coordinator, Mr. Reginald Taylor, and of course the CEO of the Abundance Community Coin, Mr. Steve Abundance Williams, aka Mr. Abundance. And we have our own special guest in the media. We say you are all welcome again. So for today's program, we're going to be talking about the Abundance Community Coin in Liberia. We're also going to be talking about the importance of investing in the Abundance Community Coin and the cryptocurrency. We have come to allow Liberians to know the opportunity that they have with the presence of TAG in Liberia. TAG has a mission and vision of removing inequalities, that is, creating the opportunity for financial freedom for every Liberian. As TAG is present in Liberia, TAG is hopeful that Liberians will take advantage of the opportunity that has been provided them to gain financial freedom. So at this point in time, I'd like to also welcome to the podium and to the platform Mr. Daniel, who will cover some of the explanation, the mass production, adoption of school kids for TAG program in Liberia. Daniel, you're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, member of the prize, my name is Daniel T. Siafa, the Youth Ambassador of TAC in Liberia. Today I'm overwhelmed and excited to inform you about this great opportunity that we as Liberians we have for ourselves and that of our children. The Abundant Community Coin, for short, TAC. Today, I want to tell you about the slogan. I will also be telling you about the school mass adoption, as well as the activities that TAC is undertaking in Liberia. Our slogan for this opportunity, the Abundance Community Coin, is also a cryptocurrency. But for us, Liberia, I call it an opportunity because this is the first coin that is existing with us in Liberia. So it's a great opportunity to bring financial freedom to you and myself. So our slogan for this cryptocurrency is one child, one TAG, one youth, one TAG. We want every child in this country, Liberia, to have the opportunity for his or her future to be brighter tomorrow, taking an opportunity with this cryptocurrency. For we as youth, it have been over the years, many, many years, we have been wishing to have an opportunity to see if whether we can change our life, if whether we can live life like others. Now the opportunity is here. TAC is here to give you that opportunity. We are asking you today, ladies and gentlemen, member of the prize, so please take advantage of this great and golden opportunity of TAC. It's also one of the most important and big cryptocurrency in the global world. Our activities, our school mass adoption, as you can see, in Liberia here, we are reaching out to many schools. We have gone to Grand Bassa, we have gone to Bon County, Nima County, Mosorado, as well as Mangibi County, to make sure we gave an offer to school-going children to take advantage. In Liberia, our school mass adoption is given to students free so that tomorrow they too can have the opportunity to live better life. So we are also giving our children, our youth, and orphanage the opportunity to live life tomorrow because a cryptocurrency that is here to change our future. And lastly, to just speak, our activities now in Liberia, we are currently ongoing to other counties. Like we want to reach out to Bon County again. We want to go back to Mangibi. We want to go to Nimba, our previous county. People who are over the years getting the opportunity to receive this. And they too have made their research to know what cryptocurrency is. They still want to take advantage of more of this because this is the only opportunity to see that they can reach up to. Unless for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrencies around the world. But TAC is the only opportunity that is yet to make you be one of the richest person of tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen of the press, I want to say thank you for your being here today. I'm Daniel Sefa, the Youth Ambassador. Thank you.
I want to say thanks to Daniel for that. Before we go forward to call Mr. Taylor, you keep hearing about opportunity, opportunity, and like some of you might keep wondering why are these people telling us opportunities? Yes, the cryptocurrency being present in Liberia, we say it is an opportunity. And cryptocurrency, many persons in Liberia are not educated to that. They may not even have the slightest idea of what we call cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is another form of digital money. We are experiencing the ease mobile money has brought to Liberia in receiving money from abroad, from our family members, from our loved ones. And cryptocurrency is just another form, but it's slightly different from mobile money because, like mobile money, when you add $1,000 to your account, after 2 months, you still have the same $1,000. What makes cryptocurrency different from mobile money is that it is an investment. And someone asked me how it becomes an investment. When you deposit 3,000 Liberian dollars, it has the potential to grow over the period of time based on the scarcity or the volume of the coins on the market. That is to say, for example, if you had the Liberian US dollars to Liberian rate the last time was somewhere about 140. And for some of us who had more US dollars or more Liberian dollars on the market at the time, we prefer to exchange our Liberian dollars to US dollars because at that very low rate, at 140, it means that if I were changing 10,000 Liberian dollars, I would have gotten more Liberian dollars at the time at 140. And now that the rate starts to go up, I will also take advantage of the rate, the increasing rate of the Liberian dollars, and then exchange my US dollars to Liberian dollars, then get more Liberian dollars, which was 10,000 I would have got. Now I will get more of that. That is how cryptocurrency is. It is an investment. It is an opportunity that everyone should be able to participate because if you want financial freedom, that's one of the easiest ways. That's why you keep hearing an opportunity. It is an opportunity. Yes, it is. And we have something that someone will ask, how can I be sure that my money is secure? There's something we call the blockchain. The blockchain is globally where this transaction is done, but it is very, very secure. It is very secure. It has monitors and it has a tracking point so that when a transaction is done, it can be viewed and it stays there. No one has the ability to tamper with that transaction. That is why we'll tell you that investing in cryptocurrency is very important. It is secure, it is an investment, and it brings financial freedom. So before I leave the podium, I'd like to call Mr. Taylor, Reginald Taylor, who will now cover the issues of how can TAG benefit Liberia, how TAG has a rollback malaria program. He's also going to cover that, and the Afro-Caribbean Cup of Nations. We have some interesting things going on. So, coming up, so we're going to be calling on Mr. Taylor right now.
Okay, thank you very much, Deviata. As we are here today, giving you some information about cryptocurrency and tech in Liberia. Like she said, when you mention cryptocurrency, most of us don't even know what it is. And it is very important that we understand what it is. Our CEO will be going over that. And I want to simply say, over 4 decades ago, one of our leaders said that we are suffering from ignorance, poverty, and disease. Over 4 decades and plus years later, I was saying we are still suffering from ignorance, poverty, and disease. Technology is moving the world. Cryptocurrency is global. It is in the world today. It will move on whether Liberia is part of it or not. It's a global phenomenon. Understanding cryptocurrency can only benefit our country. But TAC came into Liberia to help Liberia understand what cryptocurrency is and what TAC is. It is cryptocurrency is the fastest growing industry in our lifetime. And we must understand that. Once TAC is already here in Liberia, it gave Liberian the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency, which is TAC, the Abundance Community Coin. It gave our people the opportunity to invest into the cryptocurrency world, to be part of what is happening in the world today. So if TAC was not here, okay, then most Liberians may not even have the opportunity to invest because some people may hear about cryptocurrency but don't know how to go about it. So TAC is a cryptocurrency, the Abundance Community Coin. And we are hoping and praying, and we continue to work with the central bank to adapt TAC in Liberia. Why? Because other countries are already adapting TAC. Our CEO will go more into that. The world is adapting TAC. Understanding that. I mean, right next door in Nigeria, we have TAC and cryptocurrency in the university. They are teaching this stuff in the university. Why the average person who is very knowledgeable in Liberia don't even know about cryptocurrency or TAC. How would TAC also benefit Liberia? We are talking about the rollback malaria program. So these are our social program. By the grace of God, when the central bank can adapt TAC in Liberia, that country that adapt TAC will benefit a lot from this from TAC. So we have the rollback malaria plan. Nobody is worried about malaria. We want to, let's talk about coronavirus. Malaria is killing more people than coronavirus. Malaria has killed more people than Ebola. And the world is not looking deeply into malaria, but TAC. Okay, going to go into research, talk about the rollback malaria plan. Okay, to help our people. Most of our young people, pregnant women, all this malaria is a serious problem too for us. And that's the disease part of it. Then when we talk about the Afro-Caribbean Cup of Nations, a few years from now, we'd like to embark on the Afro-Caribbean Cup of Nations. So we are not just sitting down. We are going to be part of this whole football phenomenon that's taking place globally in the world hundreds of years ago. And today, we are just still watching. How wonderful it will be when we have the Afro-Caribbean Cup of Nations connecting with our brothers overseas. Okay, so that will open our economy up. That will open up Africa. Teams will be coming here. So these are things that Liberia will benefit from once we adopt TAC, the Abundance Community Coin. Then we go on to the Afro-Caribbean Musical, Cultural, and Trade Festival. We in Liberia and the Caribbean, we have a close tie. But those ties have not been bridged. Okay, and TAC can play a very important role in making sure we do that. I've learned that in the Caribbean, some of the, and probably most of them, but some of the countries in the Caribbean, I mean, most of their food come from India, China, other places, about 80, 90%. So imagine when we tap, we start to bridge that divide. We start to connect with our brothers and sisters on the other side. I mean, that can have a lot to do with our GDP. We can have trade open and we can change this nation. We can export. Okay? So what happened? We can open up that whole thing. It's not so when you talk, most people when they talk about cryptocurrency, they're just thinking about the money aspect. Yes, because it's a great opportunity for the entire world. Young people in other part of the world today are getting very wealthy, making a lot of money. But our people don't even know about tech, about cryptocurrency today. So when we can do this, okay, this can benefit our country, okay, in a lot of ways and benefit our economy. So I think that is can give a clear picture of what tech can do for the country. So not like some other platform, cryptocurrency, we're just talking about the money, but tech have a social benefit for Liberia. Okay, so not only that you get wealthy if you're involved in it, but what happens is we have the rollback malaria plan, we have the Afro-Caribbean Cup of Nations coming up, and also the Afro-Caribbean Musical, Cultural, and Trade Festival. Okay, so I thank you very, very much. I would like to introduce to you our CEO, Steve Whale, aka Abundance. As you see, the Abundance Community Coin. He's an expert in cryptocurrency. We in Liberia are even blessed to have him here today because Steve is someone who is being called around the world to speak. He's a motivational speaker. Okay? He understands and knows about the cryptocurrency world very well. As the CEO of TAC, he has put in place structure. And that's what gave the cryptocurrency value. The structure of TAC is in place. So this is a very serious issue. Not only setting it up, but the passion he has for Africa, the passion he has for Liberia, understanding this country, how we can benefit, how the country can benefit. And let me tell you something about this. And I want to credit if I could say one thing. TAC do not need Liberia. Cryptocurrency do not need Liberia. Liberia needs TAC. That must be very clear. As I go and dive into this industry, we need it. It's like you need something very bad and then somebody come and give it to you at your lap. You don't take it for granted. So we need TAC very much. At this time, I would like to call up our CEO, Steve William, Mr. Steve William, aka Mr. Abundance. You're welcome, sir.
Life is a fight for territory. If we fail to fight for what we do not want will take over. And so, what are we fighting for? Especially people of color. We are fighting for a better living condition, especially the Afro-Caribbean people. Now, why are we here? What is the relevance of TAC? And where are we in the global space in terms of cryptocurrency? In 2009, a white paper was released from one Nakamoto, Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, nobody knows if it's a name or a company, but 2009, we were introduced to Bitcoin, which is the first cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, which allows the transaction to happen, as the previous speaker said, in a very secure manner. In 2009, the first coin came out at 0.00 cent. 50 Bitcoins were released. Up to 2010, they were still at 3 cents. Now, if any one of you here would have bought even $15 worth of Bitcoin at that time, today the Bitcoin value is over 39,000 US for one. It means that if you had invested $15 12 years ago, 15, today you would have had over 197 million US dollar of spendable money. Since I am in Liberia, it's all I am spending, cryptocurrency. Now, how do I spend it? There are apps that allow you to interface with your banks here, so you can transfer your cryptocurrency to your bank account in US dollar. I don't think the banks here even realize it, but this is what cryptocurrency does. It is a system with rules without rulers. So nobody can control it. And that is the biggest fear of government. But it's also the greatest weapon against financial scarcity and poverty. Since I entered Liberia, I kept saying that this government, Liberians, are very fortunate to have somebody like me in your presence, because cryptocurrency is the new oil, is the new gold, is the new diamond. This can be likened when Dubai found oil and what they did with it. Transform an economy, one of the greatest enviable city of the world, Dubai. They use it with oil. Cryptocurrency, if harnessed, understood, adopted, and put the regulatory framework in place, this country has the potential to transform in a Dubai style of operation in less than 7 years, because that is what cryptocurrency is doing around the globe. As it is now, this morning before I leave, I checked the latest update. We have Central Africa, your neighbor. They have now adopted Bitcoin, which is the first cryptocurrency. El Salvador in South America was the first. We had a year and a half ago, Germany, BaFin, which is the financial regulatory service that recognizes cryptocurrency to have stored value and can be used as a medium for the exchange of goods and services. We had a lot of countries that came after Germany. We had India. India went as far as now having banks in place where you can have dual accounts, cryptocurrency on one hand, fiat on the other side. The first country or state to acknowledge cryptocurrency to be used as money was Wyoming in the United States. And the first bank also was instituted there in Wyoming. So cryptocurrency as it is now has been widely adopted throughout the globe. For us here in Liberia, when we were about to launch last year, May, some of you can recall that the central bank sent out a notice that they have not given us the authorization to launch in Liberia. And so we did not physically launch in Liberia, but we launched globally. Because as I said, cryptocurrency is like the internet. It has rules without rulers. And so, but subsequently we have engaged your central bank here, and they have also have a tentative date for us to come to sit around the table so that everybody can be educated. Because I think that is the problem. When you don't know how cryptocurrency works, you can be fearful of it, that it might disrupt your financial systems. But cryptocurrency is a plus. Russia is now using cryptocurrency as a way to cushion the sanction from the US. Ukraine themselves are using it as a cushion against Russia. So I can see the government only uses cryptocurrency when it's convenient for them. But cryptocurrency, which is a decentralized monetary system that is run on a blockchain. And it's a decentralized because the financial system as it is now, they are centralized system. The central bank is centralized. Your commercial bank is centralized. There is a middleman between you sending money from here to Sierra Leone. In cryptocurrency, it's peer-to-peer. There's no middleman in between. Faster transaction, cheaper way of getting your money out. So we in the community of TAC, the Abundance Community Coin, we are over 138,000 investors globally. We're registered here in Liberia, registered incorporated, also in Sierra Leone, in Nigeria, and also in Antigua and Barbuda, which is in the Caribbean. So what we're waiting for to be able to do transaction locally to interface, because TAC has all the necessary apps in place to interface with any institution on earth, central banks, insurance. We are ready. We also just engage in building our own blockchain, because without a blockchain, you're just a token. And there's a difference between a token and a coin. And so we are at the level of a coin. We are now also going to our exchange very shortly. We are presently on 3 exchanges. We are now building our own exchange, because that is the key. Now, you may be asking, what is the difference between cryptocurrency and government issued digital currency? Now, there's a huge difference here. Cryptocurrency is traded on an exchange. Therefore, it appreciates and depreciates in value. And that is why Bitcoin, which is the father of grandfather of all crypto, started out at 0 cent. Actually, it went up to $68,000 this year, Bitcoin. So that is the difference. It is on a platform being traded on a daily basis, just like the stock market. Traditionally, your digital government currency is just your currency as it is now in digital form. It will not increase in value no matter how much you have. You have 1,000 LD today, it will be 1,000 tomorrow, and probably with lesser value because of inflation. On the other hand, 1,000 in cryptocurrency, yes, it can also depreciate to 500, but more often that 1,000 has a better chance to be 50,000 than 1,000 in LD to be even come 2,000 because of the interest rate. So that is how cryptocurrency is. And so we're here today to educate and to sensitize that Liberia has a golden opportunity to be the first country to adopt the Abundance Community Coin. With that adoption, it means that the headquarters of TAC will be in Liberia. Now, what Liberia has to benefit as the host of TAC headquarters? TAC has a very extended vision, and our vision is to create an Afro-Caribbean community. Within that community, you will have the TAC Medical University and Medical School and University. We are also going into airlines, shipping line. 98% of what we consume in the Caribbean, especially Antigua and Barbuda, where I am from, are imported, but nothing comes from Africa. And that is why one of our vision is to create economic channel directly from Africa to the Caribbean. I mean, we are your sons and daughters in the Caribbean. And so, but it is not by chance that Africa finds itself in this position. It's not by chance, it was designed. And so now we are very cognizant of these things in the West. And that is why cryptocurrency, if harnessed and used as it should, can really break through especially for the African community. And so we are here today to make a very critical announcement throughout the global community of Tiashans, referencing to burning of TAC coins. TAC created 2 billion coins initially. Our vision was that at least every Afro-Caribbean man or woman should at least hold one TAC. If you notice, our slogan for our school mass adoption is one TAC, one child, one youth, one TAC. And that is what I have been doing. I've issued a policy for my desk that every school adopted should get a free coin, because had Bitcoin did that, today each child would have at least 40,000 US dollars of spendable money that their parents would not have to worry about their university responsibilities. And so that is what TAC is giving our students, because if we are supposed to address inequality as our vision clearly stated, we need to hit it from the root to give our children the ability. And so we have now found it necessary to burn 97.5% of all TAC coins. When I made the announcement in the group globally, there was like panic in the house. People rushing to buy because they understand what burning does. Burning takes away the number of circulation that you have, which means you're creating scarcity. So the coins that you have, more than likely, will appreciate in value. Bitcoin has 21 million coins that will ever be in circulation. Now we are burning 97.5, which we will only have 50 million coins in circulation. Those coins that are burned can never return back into circulation. So officially, we will be burning 97.5 of TAC coins. It's within the next 72 hours. It is a transaction that is irreversible. And so that, for you, it may not sound major, but it is major news globally when a company such as a global entity like TAC decide to burn that amount of coins. And so again, I just want to thank you. I hope I covered everything that I'm supposed to be covering. At the same time, you also have an opportunity to ask questions. Thank you very much.
Yes, I'm a viewer. I work with the video 7 newspaper. Initially, you said TAC created 2 billion coins. And then you said TAC will be burning 97.5 of the TAC coins. So can you simplify what you very trying to say?
All right. One has to understand how cryptocurrency is brought to certification. In the process of creating a coin, you must be solving a problem. What is the problem are you solving? That's the first thing. Once you identify your problem, then you create your white paper, of which if you go on our site, you will see our white paper in English, French, Spanish, and I think another language. And so we created 2 billion coins. There is also a system to bring those coins into certification, because you can have what we call a failed IEO or ICO, which is an initial coin offering. When you're bringing a coin to bear, you have to do the offering so that, and you also must state your soft cap, how much do you intend to raise in your soft cap? Because once you fail to raise your soft cap, of which ours were 2.5 million US dollars, if you fail to raise it in the initial coin offering, then two things happen. You have a failed coin, and you have two options: either to return investors' money or to burn the unsold coins and continue the project. Fortunately for us, we were able to raise the 2.5 million US dollars to certify TAC on the global platform. Hence the reason we went trading after the certification. Now, the 2 billion coins that were created or minted, most of them are in reserve. We only have about 13 million coins in circulation. Anyone can sell you coins from that 13 million. Daniel has coin, Mr. Taylor has coin, and so they can sell you pay to pay. You want $5 worth, they can sell you. That is in circulation. So what we are saying, because the adoption globally is on a slow speed, and also our target in terms of where we should be today with the appreciativeness of the coin, we have not reached there yet. And so one of the reasons why, because there's too many coins in circulation, and when you have too much of anything, then the price stands to stagnate. It's just like you have oil shortage the other day on the market, and you see what happened in Liberia. You have rice shortage the other day. You see what happened in Liberia. The rice price goes up. So burning of the coins, 97.5%, will actually take all that coin out of circulation, and there'll be only 50 million coins in circulation as it is now at any given time. So in other words, you have less coin to contend with, and so we're actually creating scarcity based on the demand that we have now, which means now, while you're trading, because everything is, the price of the coin is based on the last purchase. And so if you purchase TAC at 5 cents, that's the price of the coin in everyone's wallet. If you purchase it for $1, that is what you have. In everyone's wallet, the price of the coin is $1. So this is what burning will do: reduce the amount of coins in circulation. And of course, less coins create scarcity. I hope I answered your question.
I want to follow up.
Yes, go on.
You said 13 million is in
Coin is right now in circulation. Yes.
Then the rest is in reserve.
The rest of the coin are in reserve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then you say if you burn the coin, then 50 million will only be in circulation.
Yes.
I can get it too.
All right. So it's 2 billion coins in total.
Yeah.
We're burning 97.5. 97.5 represent 1,950,000,000.
Yeah.
So that is out. Yeah. So that's where you get the 50 million now.
Oh.
All right. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. My name is Nathan Francis from LBS. I have two concerns. Firstly, you said we are in negotiation with Central Bank for this whole establishment. How soon will that discussion be had, and what will be the end out of that discussion? Number one. Then number two, the linkage to banking institutions for this whole point. Liberia from the first country where the headquarters, as you said, if I get it right, how many injections in terms of points are putting into Liberia?
How many?
Yes.
How many coins?
Yes.
Will be put into Liberia?
Yes. Put it into Liberia. Then my final question has to do with this money laundering, because said rural leaders, whatsoever it is, this entities say again. Do you monitor people that just put Money increase amount,
Yeah.
or just let them put in it, amount is it, and that's it.
All right. Thank you very much for your question. I'll start with the last one, money laundering. You know, when Bitcoin came out, it was brutally attacked by politicians and financial institutions, the like of J.P. Morgan Chase, Damien, Warren Buffett. I mean, the giants of the financial industry. They said Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, will be used for nefarious reason, money laundering. But they are the ones now that I invest, Elon Musk, they're the one now that I invest in billions, while they scare you and I, who could have been millionaires today, from getting involved. Now, by the way, this notion of money laundering, did cryptocurrency introduce money laundering? Money laundering laws are on your books here. It means that it's an old age problem globally. It only applies to the poor man, money laundering. When the big boys want to bring their money, they bring it in jet and land it overnight. But they only see you and I. That is why the restrictions are so high on us. But to answer your question, there is a chase with every transaction that you do. Number two, cryptocurrency is now operating, to be honest with you, like a bank. For example, the exchanges that we're on, for you to withdraw money from that exchange, you must do your KYC. In other words, I need to know who you are. Know your customer. Just like in the bank, you take your ID, your business, your registration address, your contact address, everything is also being vetted online. In terms of being the headquarters here in Liberia, how many coins will be put into the market? The whole idea of Liberia having the opportunity to adopt TAC first, and I say the opportunity because as it is now, Nigeria is also looking at TAC. We are in contact with the Vice President of Liberia, who's also a very friend of cryptocurrency, because you understand it very well. Also Sierra Leone at the legislative level. I've been over there quite a few times. I've met with a few politicians there, legislator. Also the central bank actually invited me to sit down in Sierra Leone. So TAC is on the table with several governments actively looking at how they can implement it. In terms of the headquarters being here, as I just said, there are a lot of things that will happen. Now, the price of the coin will determine the level of investment, or the amount of coins, let's say it. Because if you have TAC at 5,000, one for one TAC, eventually, because that's what will happen. If Liberia government today signal that they are even looking to consider the possibility of working with TAC, it will shoot the price up at a rate that you will not be able to afford it. And that is why we have kept very silent, because we want our people to have TAC in their hands before it reaches that point, like Bitcoin today. How many of you can come up with 39,000 US in the room for one coin? So that is what we do not want. Hence the reason I have asked my global organization to keep it very low. Let us, and that is even why we have our school mass adoption. So that when TAC rises, it will rise everybody. So again, it all depends on the time of adoption to the value of one coin. Or if one coin is 100,000, then of course it will be less coins that is needed to actually create. I don't think it's working. It will be less coin spent for what we want to do. If the coin value is less, then it will be more coin. So the whole amount of coin, the question will determine the value of the coin at the time when we're doing our investment. And it's massive investment we're talking about. We're talking about airlines, shipping line. We're talking about food production and security, manufacturing. All right. Your first question was what again?
So I think I've answered that.
Which was the first one? I don't think so. Which is the first one?
Talking about Liberia being the headquarters and how much when we use those people.
Okay.
Yes.
So I've answered all. All right then. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you and welcome to Liberia.
You're welcome.
My name is Juto Lukori. I come from Farm my question is, how much does one need to invest to start, just to begin
All right.
that investment into
The bonus community coin.
and how much and what's the price of it?
All right.
Lastly, does Liberia has a market for cryptocurrency?
I like the question. As it is now, cryptocurrency is not local to Liberia. You are dealing with the future of money in digital assets. And so, having TAC, you'll be able to exchange TAC against all the cryptocurrencies that is in existence. It's just like you can trade your Liberian dollar for pound, naira, yen, US. Cryptocurrency is in the same modus of operation. You trade. Now, every country, once you have internet, you have access to cryptocurrency. And so, who gets you ready? Who gets you ready is your ability to know where the world is going and to go with the trend. Because cryptocurrency is the trend. We had one dropout named Eric Finman, 12-year-old at the time when he discovered cryptocurrency. He didn't know what it is. He just bought it. He overheard his brother, he bought it. 12-year-old. And today he's a multi-millionaire, dropped without a diploma. See, that is what cryptocurrency will do. What cryptocurrency has been doing, I must say, it will leave the educated very poor and the non-educated very rich. Because the more technical you are, you want to understand how it works. And there is no quote-unquote blueprint for cryptocurrency for you to learn or you to go back to, because it is a road that we have never been. And so if you cannot figure out, as in maths, 1 + 1 = 2, you will not join cryptocurrency. Like one professor in Cameroon told me, how does a coin of 3 cents become 60,000 with nobody doing anything? You're not going out there to spend 8 hours, but you're a multi-millionaire. That is what will keep the technocrats away, because they need to understand before they can invest. All right. So, to answer your question, in terms of Liberia, if you're ready for cryptocurrency and the market, my country has less than 100,000 people. Most of them right now are Tiashans. Who ready them? They get the information. They don't wait on government, because Bitcoin did not wait on government. A matter of fact, Bitcoin has been banned in many countries when it started out. It was a criminal activity to get involved. Today, the story has changed because of the need. The need to understand the to have a decentralized system that is not controlled by government. Because government, that's why the central banks are very fearful. Because they cannot control how much money you have in your wallet with cryptocurrency. They can control your fiat money, but they cannot control cryptocurrency. That is the biggest fear. Liberia is more than ready. You gave birth to Africa. Isn't that true? You saw all your children gave birth. Nigeria. Did you not see on the screen I put up this morning that the Central African Republic adopts Bitcoin as a legal tender? The DRC is doing the same. Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, all these are countries that are way ahead of Liberia in terms of cryptocurrency and the understanding of it. It's not that difficult. The children here in school are holders of cryptocurrency. So how much ready do you want? The children in the school. It's very simple. To start an account, as it is 18 cents for a TAC this morning. It was 4 cents a couple of days ago before I made the announcement. It jumped to 20 cents because the people know what is happening. When there's a demand, then the price goes up. They know the coins are going to be taken out of circulation. Only a few coins will be left. Everybody now want to hold coins. And those who are selling it now, rising the price. That is what is going to happen. So as it is now, it's 18 cents for coin. You have 18 cents, you can buy a coin. You have $5, you can invest in a coin. As I said, 12 years ago, if you had $15 and you invest in Bitcoin, you would have had nearly $200 million today. You can check Bitcoin price. You don't need to believe me. The price of Bitcoin is over 39,000. Multiplied by 5,000. But that's what $15 would have given you at 3 cents per coin. Do the math. You can spend Bitcoin almost in any country today. And so that is what TAC is here to present to the Liberian community, to the government of Liberia. My company is willing to assist them in creating the framework because the central bank cannot really give us a license because legislatively they don't have the authority to do it because they do not cover digital assets. They only cover financial, fiat assets. And so for them to adopt TAC, they will need to, the legislators will need to go back to parliament. And so other countries have done it. That's why I am here, to assist them all the way. My country has ambassador to different companies, to different countries. We have one to Japan. I'm talking about cryptocurrency because we understand it is the future of money. This industry is going to create wealth for some people that they will never be able to count their money as long as they live. That is what is going to happen. And it's going to be children that become billionaires just from their toilet seat on a smartphone. That's all you need, a smartphone and an understanding about cryptocurrency. It doesn't require education. The era of go to school, get a good education, find a good job, become successful is out the window. Nothing against education, but the era has changed. It's all about investing smart, not working hard. And so we have to work with the central bank so they can put the regulatory framework in place so that we can have the license that we need because we already registered an incorporated entity here. And so that is our held back. And so we're now waiting for them to give us the invitation to come in. But I've been there myself. I've spoken to quite a few officers who, by the way, have TAC. They have TAC already. They already invested in TAC. So they said to me when I first showed up, Mr. Abundance, we know about you. We already done our investigation. We know who you are. And we know that you're also legit. But we had to stop you because we have no legal framework to accommodate you. And I can understand that. But we already vet you a long time. I'm talking about from the central bank level.
Steve, sorry. The name, there are a few questions in which those that are watching live
Mm-hmm.
they ask.
Yes.
So I just want to ask you this question. I have two of them. One Emmanuel is asking, he say, for the future, how can tax build a transparent and safer crypto economy for Liberia? And first question,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for the future, in order to arrive at the future, so you say cryptocurrency
Is the future. Is the future.
Now, how can tax help to build
Liberia
a
economy.
transparent and safer crypto economy
Economy.
in Liberia?
Well, number one, you have to put security measures in place. TAC is very much transparent. You go on our website, you buy your TAC. Once you buy your TAC, we have no control over what you do with it. So, for us to have a vibrant economy intact, first, as I said, the framework has to be put in place. The government will have to, just like you have monetary laws, money laundering laws, and all these things must come to place. Once these things are in place, because as you know, as I mentioned before, you cannot escape cryptocurrency. The countries now not only adopt, and may I say that there's a difference in just adopting cryptocurrency than making it a legal tender. Because Liberia can adopt TAC. It means that it gives us the legal framework for you to engage in cryptocurrency. But that doesn't mean as a shopkeeper or a store, or you can settle your debt with TAC. But when it becomes a legal tender, you have no option than to accept it as debt settlement. And so all that has to be in place for us to secure a vibrant economy in Liberia. The legislators have to create the framework to give us room to execute.
Lastly, how does crypto grow with confidence when majority of Liberians are not tax inclined?
It's not tax inclined. It's not crypto inclined. Everything is with education. Even the scripts say, at a man ignorant, he winked. When you don't know, you just don't know. Water does not rise above its own level. A matter of fact, one official, I will not call the name, when he was called, he says that this thing is above Liberia pay grade to understand. Not even European countries are yet to grapple with it. And so we know the complex nature of cryptocurrency, but at the same time, we know it can be very simplified. And so everything is about education. All of us here, we were born naked, deaf, dumb, and blind. Isn't that true? So we have to learn. It's a matter of information. Right now, there is never a period where information is at our disposal as of today. Liberia, they're teaching cryptocurrency in university. In Dubai now realize that cryptocurrency is the future of money. What Dubai is doing, Dubai now is setting up legal framework to accommodate all cryptocurrency. So Dubai is creating what Silicon Valley created in the era bubble. That's what Dubai is doing. I am saying to Liberia, they have an opportunity to create a crypto Silicon Valley before it's too late. Because whether you come first or second, you must come. Is when you come. And you don't want to be at the back of the pack. Because if all those countries in Africa who are moving at the light of speed, it means that a lot of Liberians will have to find themselves moving
to get jobs in those countries because cryptocurrency will transform the economy like light against darkness. So you have an opportunity now to, you don't know what it is, people are here to guide you, so that all of us can work together. Because Liberia not adopting or paying attention to crypto will not stop the technology from advancing. It will just create more poverty for the country that ignores it. That's what it will do. It will just create more poverty for a country who decides to ignore where the world is going. Bill Gates said cryptocurrency is worth more than gold. Because, and you know why they say cryptocurrency worth more than gold? Because who knows how much gold is in Liberia, in Ghana? Nobody knows. But when you create a cryptocurrency, and this is the secret of cryptocurrency, when you create a cryptocurrency and you have, let's say now we're going to have 50 million, we cannot exceed 50 million at any time. We can lessen it, but we cannot exceed it. So that is a guarantee of your asset, that it will not water down. And that is why people are buying Bitcoin like that, because there can only be 21 million Bitcoin ever exist till eternity. You cannot add one Bitcoin to it. So that's what makes cryptocurrency. It has a finite number. Gold doesn't, diamond doesn't, oil doesn't. That's why it go up and down. You see. Two final questions from my end. Then I'm through. One, me. We're here. Me.
Mm-hmm.
And now, May is coming in, have been here 1 year. Listen here.
Yes.
Can you tell me the progress, challenges? Then finally, are you now embarking on awareness since 1 year in Liberia?
All right. I'm here for a little bit over a year, but the launch should have taken place in your stadium in town. Everything was set. Tickets were on sale, everything. But of course, the central bank say, abundance, you cannot launch without a license to operate. And so we respected that. In terms of progress, as I mentioned before, subsequently, after receiving, a matter of fact, I still have the newspaper here. Front page is the one that carry us. That the central bank referred to, actually. So that is why I told them, ensure that front page. So who's from front page here? Yeah, I said ensure that front page is here, because we want them to carry this one too. And so since we were asked not to launch, and subsequently I have met personally, as I said, with some officers there. Mr. Taylor has also met with some senior officials there. I told you that they are now pending invitation for us to come in to have further dialogue. Now, I can't push them. I can't say, well, in next 2-3 months, they will call us. I don't have, I wish I had that authority to bring them, call them, for them to call me earlier. But they will look at the trend of what is going on around the world. And because if they don't, as I said, if they don't really affect TAC. Because if you go on our website, you will look at our leadership team and you will see we are almost in every African country. And we're also in Europe, US. So if Liberia fail not to, we just move next. But they have a golden opportunity now, especially now I am here. So, and I'm also doing massive investment apart from the crypto space since I'm here. So I'm a major investor. All right. I don't understand the writing. Yes. All right. So I think if there is no other question, is there any other question?
So someone wants to know here on the live, why is it tag is being restricted to BTC tag and not US?
Sorry, no. Repeat the question.
The person says, why is tax only restricted to BTC, tax, and not USD?
And like USD. We're not limited to accept Bitcoin. That's what they're saying, BTC. If you go on our website, you see TAC is actually pair to BTC, BCH, which is Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum. So TAC is paid to all the major cryptocurrency. Now, once we get our exchange, which I said that should be coming in weeks, so that is a major announcement as well, having your own exchange. We'll be able to pair with over the 20 most popular cryptocurrency out there. And of course, we can also add at any given time. So we're not just accepting USD, Bitcoin. We also accept USDT, Ethereum, Litecoin, where tax is concerned. If you go on our website, they will actually see it. Thank you. You're welcome.
All right. Once again, we want to say thanks for coming. Before we close the press conference, I'd just like to encourage those who have not subscribed. I gave you a little story about my husband and myself. When I told him about tag, he was like, "Babe, I don't get this. I don't understand this." And so what I did was to open an account for all of my nieces and my nephews. Then I opened my children's account. Now I opened my own account and I left him out. Yes, Mr. Taylor. So in December of last year, we had guests here to the president for the Liberia cleansing crusade. And the wife to one of the bishops, when she took the pulpit, she said, I want to talk to the youth. She said, within the next 5 years, she said, I work for a cryptocurrency company. He was at the stadium that night. And the lady said, I work for a cryptocurrency company, and I want to encourage you, young people, if you want to have financial freedom, find a cryptocurrency and invest your money, because within the next 5 years, the world is going digital. And he hit me with it. Oh boy, I said, what happened? He said, yeah, I'm not talking about cryptocurrency over there. I said, no, you got to listen. And after she got through talking, the next morning, when I was leaving the house, Mr. Taylor, he gave me $20 US. He said, I want you to please buy me coins. I said, which one of the coins? I'm going to go look for those coins for you. He said, I don't like it. And so that day I bought him coins. When I bought him coins, guess what I did? I gave him 70 coins. I took the rest of the coins and added it to my coins. Yes. After Daniel, I told Daniel, I gave him only 70 coins, give him the rest of the coins, because he didn't believe. You got to pay fine for not believing. And so today, my husband has his account. Every now and then, he wants to top up. Every time he asking me, have you bought coin for this other person? What I'm saying is that I want to encourage all of us here who have not had an opportunity. I think this might be some of you first time. When I went to the US 2015 and I started to do a research on Bitcoin, I was like, I wanted to buy Bitcoin. But when I saw the price of Bitcoin at the time, I could not just afford it. Every time I was like daydreaming, having wishful thinkings, going on the internet and looking at Bitcoin price. I wish I had one coin. Until when I heard TAC was in Liberia, I started to go after TAC. When TAC was talking about the launching, I had no idea that TAC was in Liberia. I did not know anything. Until one person, one of the members of TAC was like passing one day, and she saw our school, and she came to the school to ask me a few things about the school, and I saw her with a TAC paper. That's how I met Vero. That's how I asked Vero. And then when she started talking about TAC, I said, wait, is it about cryptocurrency? He said, yeah. I said, I want to really get Bitcoin. I said, I'm going to get Bitcoin. I think this is my opportunity to start to do an investment in TAC. And that was how I went to TAC's meeting and started something. And now I just like to give you an update. Bitcoin today is $39,721 US per one coin, just for one coin. Ethereum is $2,926 US. You have BNB, you have USD coins, you have a lot of coins. So if you want to do your own research, I'll send you to Coin Market Cap. Go to Coin Market Cap, and you're going to see hundreds of coins listed there. You're going to see the prices. There are still other coins that so that you can start to also share the information with your family members and your loved ones that there's an opportunity here that we all can take advantage of, and especially that we have tag in Liberia. Once again, I say thank you and coming. Thank you for coming to the occasion and gracing our program. We say thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, folks, this is we call it a day here from the Golden Key Hotel here in Pingsville. We've been here bringing you live broadcast here of the Abundance Community Choirs press conference. My name is Mark Eric. I'm with you from I'd like to say thanks for watching and goodbye for now.
Christopher. Bishop.